and a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. And the injury report for both teams, players who will not be available tonight.
And it feels early to be already missing players from the lineup, but how these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. White is out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Levine in at the small forward spot. And for the Grizzlies, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. And there's Jackson. And there's Jackson. And it's LaRavia in at the four-man position. Early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the NBA very much open-ended.
An early win streak could really boost the team's outlook, kind of define their direction. And so I expect to see them keep the intensity up. So we should be in for a fun one.
So Memphis will get the first possession. Plays with some changes. Edey comes in for Jackson. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jackson. Captain Clutch, he's checked in for Chicago. And one thing to note, MP has vocalized his desire to be the top rookie in this class. He wants to outdo his peers every time he's on the floor.
And MP talked a big game, but boy, has he backed it up. He's absolutely hit the ground running and has been showing up his fellow rookies to this point.
All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, Kevin. As you know, there's still a lot of season ahead, but we've got a couple of opposing rookies in this one. When I asked about tonight's matchup against a fellow rookie, MP told me he's made it a goal to prove that he's the best player in this class. He's got a lot of confidence, Kevin.
A ton of confidence, David, and that's something you got to have in this NBA. Now, Giddey, after the missed three from Captain Clutch, hits the three-point bomb.
Always has his head up, Giddey unselfish with it.
And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
And here are the Bulls now. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Captain Clutch. That's good.
And they've had assists now on their last three baskets.
Pass to Edey. Smart with the ball. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Edey. There's Morant. Pocket 6. Edey can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Here's Captain Clutch. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Captain Clutch has got 9. And so it's Memphis, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. Back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
This game has been all about tenacity for them. Getting right in the defense's business and winning trip after trip to the line.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
In the backcourt, it's Morant and Smart. Edey out there with Clark, and it's Williams at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Buries it from three-point range. And 12 points for Captain Clutch.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
Takes the 13-footer. Offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. The Grizzlies 4th.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind. Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Memphis leading by 7. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Down low. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Captain Clutch. That's good. Captain Clutch has got 7 now in this quarter. Memphis has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And Paul with the block.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Clark. Josh Giddey's checked in for Chicago. Now here's Morant. Shot clock at 6. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that's the 3rd of 4 straight played at home. Morant with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Here's Captain Clutch. It's Chicago with another bucket.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Outside Jackson. Williams sets a screen for Jackson. Drills it from outside. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to Captain Clutch. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. And that's now 21 points for Captain Clutch. Morant with it. 14 points for him. From past the arc, Jackson finds Smart. Now Morant. Jackson a screen on Ball. And it's Morant missing.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. RJ for the Bulls, their last 2 seasons have ended with losses in the play-in.
Yeah, they finished as the 9th seed both years and won their first play-in games. But that second play-in game has been a problem, which is why they need to set themselves up better during the regular season.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Laravia's checked in, and it's Bain in for Marcus Smart. Then for the Bulls, Vucevic comes in for Smith, and it's Williams in for Zach LaVine.
making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against Oklahoma City. On the wing, Bane. And again, Memphis no good. Bulls trail by 3. Here's Captain Clutch. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 4 assists now tonight. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside, Bane. Out to the right wing. Morant finds Jackson. 3-pointer. And it's LaRavia missing. Pass to Captain Clutch. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Launches a 3. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. They've been getting to the line a lot. I mean, fearless at the offensive end. You like guys who are willing to throw their bodies around?
As we move on, let's get a look at some of the injuries around the NBA.
And not having Drew Holiday, the other guys must step up. It's not just the point production, it's the defense.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Captain Clutch having a dominant impact in this game.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Captain Clutch is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Giddey in at the 3. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Memphis trailing here. Morant surveying the D. Nifty move. And finished off by Morant.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Chicago making a switch here. Levine's checked in. Giddey the pass to Captain Clutch. And again, no good by Chicago.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's Morant missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Now Giddey. He has 5. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Captain Clutch. Rebounded by Jackson.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now, here's Bain. He has 5. Cans it from downtown.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half. Coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Captain Clutch tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, after the show he put on in the first half, you thought it would continue, but he's cooled off a little bit here now.
Bain with the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Memphis lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Captain Clutch. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Captain Clutch has got 5 points now this quarter.
And he knocked down 4 triples in the first half. You got to stay in his hip pocket.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Memphis making a change here. Smart's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. White, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. On defense, Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Jackson finds Jackson. Outside, Smart. Outside for Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Smart misses. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Captain Clutch. That's good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And here's Morant following the 3 from Captain Clutch. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Morant. That's 7 points for Jaren Jackson.
Just like his pop, Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, look, this man, when he gets close to the hoop, it is pretty much automatic. You can't let that happen.
Here's Captain Clutch. He's got 32. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. That one doesn't drop. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Now here's Morant. He's guarding closely. Smart kicks to Morant. That 3 off the mark.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Here's Captain Clutch. There's a screen by Williams. Captain Clutch, no good. Outside, Bain. Over Giddey. No good on the last second attempt there. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. A front line of Jackson and Jackson Jr. Filling in the perimeter slots, it's Smart and Bain. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And here is Giddey, following John Morant's 3. Pass to Captain Clutch. To the inside. Kick out to LaVine. Over Bain. And no good. Trying to use the glass. There's the triple. Craig pulls it in.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
There's Captain Clutch. Nailed from three-point land. Captain Clutch has got 11 in the second half. Memphis leading. Jackson a screen on Giddey. Now here's Morant for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
There's Captain Clutch. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Morant kicks to Smart. Pass to Bain. Here's Captain Clutch, guarded by Jackson. Now here's Levine. Here's Captain Clutch. Just 5 on the clock. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. The Grizzlies making a change here. Arabia's checked in. Then for the Bulls, Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. And it's Williams in for Torrey Craig. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. That ties it up. Captain Clutch has got 40 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Outside, Bain. Giddy with it, guarded now by Jackson. There's Captain Clutch. It's rebounded by Memphis. Bain looking around. Morant outside. A kick out to Bain. Misses the 3. Now Chicago has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Williams, a screen on Bain. Captain Clutch. That's good. Memphis trailing here. And here's Morant. Jackson, a screen on Giddy. Grant, and that time, also a missed shot.
They came close there to tying it up.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game, both teams leaving it all out there.
No, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. 50 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Outside Williams, over to the wing. Captain Clutch. It's good!
Assistant, Patrick Williams.
34 seconds left in the 4th.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Morant finds Bain. Got it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Just absolute ice in the veins of Bain. That is an impressive bucket.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 and 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Off target from downtown. And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Scores table to review it. Let's see what happens here. It'll be on to overtime if the original ruling of no basket is confirmed.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the officials have looked it over and confirmed the basket was no good. We're going to go to overtime.
Yeah, that's what it looked like from here. I didn't think he got it off, but that is exactly.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime, and we'll return shortly. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Then there's Jackson. And there's Jackson, and it's LaRavia in at the 4. Back to Morant to take the lead. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And, hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
The kick out to Williams. Morant against Giddey. Outside, Levine. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. And the Bulls lead by 2. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Jackson dishes to Jackson. AT that time from Vucevic. And Chicago shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Captain Clutch, no good. The Grizzlies shooting in this game, 45%. Steps back. Morant's against Levine. And it's Morant missing. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Captain Clutch passes to Giddey. Picked by Vucevic. Jacks up a 3. Connects again from distance.
He's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Giddey against Morant. Yes! And the foul. It goes on Josh Giddey.
A great score. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
White, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. And that one misses. The Bulls leading by 3. There's Captain Clutch. No good from outside. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Jackson passes to Bing. Here's Morant. White with the defensive effort. Bulls have gone 2 of 5 on shot attempts since the end of regulation. Here's Captain Clutch. Bean passes to Captain Clutch. Vucevic a screen on Bain. Pass to Vucevic. Just 5 to shoot. Levine, that's good.
And it's Levine stepping up. Zach's grown into this role during his time in the league.
For 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. And he commits the intentional foul. And it's the Bulls with the ball. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Here's Chicago. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Pass to Captain Clutch. And the Bulls with another miss.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime. And
Great win tonight, MP.
Yeah, MP.
MP's an elite shooter already. To come into the league and knock down threes like that, I'm impressed.
Good win. Let's keep it going.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach, I feel pretty good.
So do we, which is why we think you're ready to run with the starters.
Coach, you playing with me? Oh my gosh, that's great. I've been looking forward to this opportunity.
Now remember when I told you this is a big boy league, MP?
Mm-hmm.
When the coaches make a move like this, it puts us in the crosshairs. It puts Cliff in the crosshairs too, because the buck stops with the general manager.
Well, like you said, it's a grown man's league, and if you can't handle that pressure, then you ain't gonna make it that far.
Glad we are understood.
Loud and clear, Coach.
It's time to prove you belong, MP. Good luck.
What's up, everybody? I see MP's made his way into the starting lineup. That's good for him, his team, the fans.
Feeling pretty good, huh?
No doubt, Coach. This was a win worth celebrating, right?
Keep celebrating and it'll be our last.
What?
The teams that win and keep winning rediscover that hunger night after night. You linger over any one game and you give whoever's next on the schedule the edge. You want to enjoy that result? Responsibly? Win the next one. That's how winners celebrate.